Hey there, wonderful folks. Have you ever woken up in the morning and felt a little winded just climbing the stairs? Or maybe you've wondered how to keep your heart as strong as your spirit. If you're over 60, you're probably thinking more about your health, especially your heart. Heart disease is one of the biggest concerns as we age. But here's the exciting news. There's one simple trick that can slash your risk of heart disease, and it's something you can start doing today. It's not about drastic changes or complicated plans. It's about one key habit, backed by science, that can make your heart stronger and your life longer. And the best part, I'm going to share 4 easy ways to make it part of your routine. In this video, we're diving into this one powerful trick, managing stress, and 4 practical ways to do it that can protect your heart and help you feel vibrant. Stress might not sound like a big deal, but it's like a silent thief that can raise your blood pressure, strain your heart, and zap your energy. By learning to manage it, you can lower your risk of heart disease and enjoy your days more. Whether you're sipping your morning coffee or relaxing in the evening, stick with me, because these tips are going to inspire you to live your healthiest life. Let's get started with the first way to make stress management a part of your day. And trust me, this one is easier than you think. The first way to manage stress and protect your heart is through gentle physical activity. Now, I know the word exercise might make you picture a gym or a marathon, but that's not what we're talking about here. Gentle movement, like a morning walk, some light stretching, or even gardening, can work wonders for your stress levels and your heart. When you move your body, it releases feel-good chemicals called endorphins, which help calm your mind and lower stress hormones like cortisol. Studies show that regular, low-impact activity can reduce blood pressure, improve cholesterol, and cut your risk of heart disease by up to 30%. Plus, it just feels good to get moving. Let me tell you about my friend Clara, who's 66. A few years ago, she was dealing with a lot. Family worries, health concerns, and she could feel the stress weighing her down. Her doctor warned her that her blood pressure was creeping up. So she started a simple habit, a 15-minute walk around her neighborhood every morning. She'd listen to birds or wave to neighbors, and it became her time to clear her head. Over time, she added some gentle yoga stretches in her living room, following a free online video for seniors. Clara says those walks and stretches are like her daily reset button. She feels calmer, and her last checkup showed her blood pressure was back in a healthy range. You can try this. 2. Start with just 10 minutes of movement a day. Maybe a stroll around your backyard or some arm circles while seated. If mobility is a challenge, find a time that works, like after breakfast, and pick something you enjoy, like dancing to an old favorite song. Keep a pair of comfy shoes handy to make it easy. This habit is like giving your heart a little love note every day. Now that we've got you moving to ease stress, let's talk about the second way to manage stress and keep your heart healthy. Practicing mindfulness or meditation. I know, these words can sound a bit fancy, but they're really just about taking a few minutes to focus on the present and let go of worries. Stress can make your heart work harder by raising your blood pressure and tightening your blood vessels. But mindfulness helps you relax, lowering those risks. Research shows that even short daily meditation can reduce stress hormones and improve heart health, especially for seniors. My neighbor George, who's 68, is a great example. He used to start his day worrying about his finances or his kids, and he'd feel his heart racing. Then he tried a simple morning meditation. He'd sit in his favorite chair, close his eyes, and breathe deeply for 5 minutes, focusing on the air moving in and out. Sometimes he'd use a free app with guided meditations for beginners. George says it's like giving his mind a mini vacation, and he's noticed he's less snappy and his heart feels steadier. You can start small. 2. Try 2 minutes of deep breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds. Exhale for 4 seconds. Or focus on something calming, like the sound of a clock ticking. If you prefer, try a gratitude practice. Write down one thing you're thankful for each morning, like a sunny day or a kind friend. Do it in a cozy spot, like by a window, and keep it short and sweet. This ritual is like a warm blanket for your mind, helping your heart stay strong. Now that we've covered gentle movement and mindfulness, let's move on to the next part of our journey, where we'll explore 2 more ways to manage stress and protect your heart for years to come. All right, we're making great progress with gentle movement and mindfulness to keep stress at bay and your heart in top shape. These habits are like building blocks for a healthier, happier you. But there's more to this trick of stress management. So let's dive into the third way, eating a heart-healthy diet that also calms your mind. You might not think of food as a stress buster, but what you eat can make a big difference in how your body handles stress and protects your heart. A diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats can lower inflammation, stabilize blood sugar, and keep your heart strong. On the flip side, too much sugar or processed foods can spike stress hormones and strain your heart over time. Take my friend Ruth, who's 70. She used to rely on quick, sugary snacks when she felt stressed, but she'd end up feeling jittery and tired. Her doctor suggested focusing on foods that nourish both her body and mind. Ruth started adding more colorful foods to her meals, like berries with her morning oatmeal, a big salad with nuts for lunch, and salmon with steamed broccoli for dinner. She also cut back on sweets, swapping them for a piece of dark chocolate when she needed a treat. Ruth says she feels calmer and more energized, and her cholesterol levels have improved. You can do this, too. Start with one meal a day, maybe breakfast, and include a fruit or vegetable, like an apple or spinach. Add a source of protein, like eggs or beans, and a healthy fat, like avocado or olive oil. Try to limit processed snacks, like chips or cookies, and keep a bowl of fruit on your counter for easy grabbing. If you're not sure where to start, try a smoothie with yogurt, fruit, and a handful of greens. It's quick and heart-friendly. This habit is like fueling your body with calm, steady energy. Now, let's talk about the fourth way to manage stress and protect your heart. Staying socially connected. I know, it might sound surprising to link social time with heart health, but hear me out. Loneliness and isolation can increase stress, raise blood pressure, and even increase your risk of heart disease. On the other hand, spending time with people you care about, or even making new connections, can lower stress hormones and make your heart feel lighter. Studies show that strong social ties can reduce the risk of heart issues and help you live longer, especially after 60. My cousin Ed, who's 67, learned this the hard way. After retiring, he spent a lot of time alone, and he could feel the stress building up. His doctor warned him about his rising blood pressure, so Ed decided to reconnect. He started calling a friend every week for a chat and joined a local book club at the library. He even volunteered to help at a community garden once a month. Ed says those connections make him laugh more, worry less, and feel like he's part of something. You can try this. 2, start small. Maybe call a family member or neighbor for a quick chat. Join a group that interests you, like a knitting circle, a walking club, or a church event. If getting out is tough, try a video call with your grandkids or send a letter to an old friend. Even a smile and a hello to someone at the store counts. This habit is like medicine for your heart, lifting your spirits and keeping stress in check. So, we've covered 4 fantastic ways to manage stress and slash your heart disease risk: gentle movement, mindfulness, a heart-healthy diet, and social connection. Each one is like a piece of a puzzle coming together to create a stronger, healthier you. Imagine starting your day with a short walk, a moment of calm breathing, a nourishing meal, and a phone call to a friend. These habits don't require hours, but they can add years to your life by keeping your heart happy and your stress low. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you that you're never too old to make a change. Stress management is the key trick here, and these 4 ways make it simple and doable. My friend Margaret, who's 65, started with just one change: a daily walk. Now, she's eating better, meditating, and even hosting a weekly card game with friends. She says her heart feels lighter in every sense. You can do this. 2, pick one habit to try this week, maybe a 5-minute stretch or a call to a friend, and build from there. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one stress-busting habit you're excited to try? Or maybe one you already do that makes you feel great? Share your story, because we're all in this together. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more tips on living your best life. Your support means the world, and it helps us reach more amazing people like you. Let's keep the conversation going. And remember, every small step you take for your heart is a step toward a longer, healthier life. Here's to thriving at every age. See you in the next video.